Hello student. Last time we talked about how to use calculator to find the standard deviation of ungrouped data. So today I will teach you how to use the calculator to find the SD of the group data. So first we introduce the formula. The formula is quite similar to that in the ungrouped data. So the difference is only here we have some frequency, and the denominator becomes the sum of the frequencies. So actually the other are the same. So you can imagine, okay, this F1 for example, okay, if you have like 3x1 this data, then you will get, okay, x1 minus x bar. Okay, this is the first one, and then you get x1 minus x bar. So this is the second one, right? And x1 minus x bar, and this is the third one. So and then you get others. So actually you sum up these three, then you will multiply by 3. So this F1 is actually 3. So just like grouping them together only. So and then the F2 and Fn, so far so on. And the sum of the frequency actually is equal to the total number of data. So you get that similar to the one before. So before I go into the using the calculator, I would like to remind you one word, variance. You may see this word in the questions. Actually, it's simply like the SD square. So in example, if you get the SD is 4 in the questions, then the variance will be 4 squared, which is 16. It's just simply like this. So now I will teach you how to use the calculator to find the standard deviation of the grouped data. Here I will use example 9.11 to teach you how to use the calculator to find the standard deviation of the grouped data. Now here you say there are 6 groups, and the data are 9.1, 9.4, 9.7, 10.0, 10.3, and 10.6. And these are the frequency respectively. So I will suggest you write down the frequency on the top of the bars first. So before we use the calculator, okay, we will have learned how to change to SD mode and then clear the data previously. So now to input this data, we first press 9.1, and then there are 2 of them, so shift this button, you see this notation, and then 2. Then you have input this group. And then the next is 9.4, so 9.4, and there are 4 of them. Then we get this one. And then 9.7, you have 11 of them. And 10.0, we have 33 of them, etc. And then we get the last 2. So after you input all the data, you can export the SD by Shift 2 and then execute. So you get the answer 0.304 correct to 3 significant figures. So actually this part is to find the SD of these 2 and then compare to see which band is more uniform. So now I would like you to do this as a practice, and you will get 0.352 for this one. Okay, please try it now. In this video, I will show you how to do the quick practice 9.10 to 9.11. For the first question, I will use formula to find the mean and SD. And for 9.11, I will use the calculator to illustrate. Okay, so first 9.10. Now here we get a table. daily expenses are the data and frequency as respectively. So here we find the mean and SD. Then actually, if you find that here there are a range, then how to do it? Then you remember one very important word you learn in junior form, which is the class mark. So usually you can treat the class marks to represent the whole group. So if it is 1 to 300, they just add these two and then over 2. So like the midpoint. Then you get the first group 150.5. And then similarly, you get this. So now, if we want to find a mean, then the first data is 150.5 and there are 2. And then the next is 450.5 and there are 3. Okay. And then we get the remaining 2. So now, we over the frequency, which is 2 plus 3 plus 5 plus 2. And then you get the answer 286. Sorry, no. It should be 625.5. Here, if it is an exact value, you can write 625.5 or you can write 626. Okay, and then correct your phase and figures. So now we find the SD. And the SD, we try to make use of the formula we just learned. So it is the first data minus the mean square and then multiply the frequency, which is 2. And then the second one, so, and then the third one, if you don't have enough space, then you just write here. And then over 12, which is the total number of data. Okay, so now you can get the answer. Correct to 3 significant figure. So now we go to the next one. Okay, here you see there are some bars. So first of all, this is already the middle of the bar. So this is class mark already. Then now we need to know the frequency. So we better write the number, okay, on the top of this. Okay, this is 12, and this is 43, and this is 10. The next is 7, and this is 5, and this is 3. So just use the skill I just taught you, okay? Then the calculator to help you find the ST. And we will do it correctly. You will get the SD of, okay, we better represent this way. So for company A, the SD equal, you get 6,220. Okay, if you want to get 3 7 figures only, So correct 2 3 figures. So unless the question specified, you can just give the SD answer. Okay, you don't need to write the steps. So for part B, okay, I give you time, okay, or you can pause the video and then you can try to do it before look at the answer. So for company B, okay, similarly, okay, you first you need to observe the frequency, okay, and then write the number on the top of the bar, okay, and then use a calculator. You can find the SD is 5,510. Okay, so correct 2 3 significant figure. So part B, which is more uniform, and we compare the SD because the SD of A is bigger than the SD of B. So company B offers more uniform salaries. Got it? See you.